Hello, and welcome to the Art of Overnight. My name's Dan, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about churning and how you can pretty much fly anywhere in the world, fly business class, stay in 5-star hotels for nearly nothing. I know it's a little hard to believe, but just take just a few minutes of your time and let me show you this quick slideshow. Let us begin talking about churning. What is churning? Credit card churning is the practice of repeatedly signing up for credit cards in order to receive their bonus offers. Most often, these bonus offers are for tens of thousands of points and miles. They could range from 30 to 50,000 being the most common. Some other perks that come with the credit cards could be a hotel status, travel reimbursements, or a free program enrollment like a Trusted Traveler program for the TSA, pre-check. Usually you earn these perks after paying an annual fee and reaching a minimum spend in a short time frame, although there are exceptions. The annual fee can sometimes be waived if you speak with the representative from the credit card issuer. In order to reach these minimum spends, you manufacture spend. Manufacture spend is the practice of charging things to your credit card that you can later convert back into cash. And let me just say this, that credit card companies do not particularly care about or try to prevent credit card churning from occurring. So it's just getting out there and begin. But there are some things you should be aware of. If you're pulling out a possible mortgage or car loan in the next 2 years, probably should reconsider. Each time you apply for a credit card, whether it be 1 or 10 applications, it's going to stay on your report for 2 years. Having a lot of hard pulls on your credit report, regardless of your current credit score, is going to raise some red flags for big loans and possibly increase your interest rates. Your credit score. Now, if you have a sub 730 credit score, yes, you can get approved for cards with, let's say, a 710 credit score. But if you have a credit score in the 600s or even low 700s, you should really consider improving that before you jump into applying for 3+ credit cards. Each credit card application is going to lower your score, approved or not. In return, it's going to make it increasingly more difficult to attain new cards for months or even years to come. Each application is going to hit your credit report between 5 and 15 points and will stay there for 2 years. If you're approved for cards, your score will recover from those hits and possibly even increase your credit score over time. Increase credit limits, lower utilization, etc. Even with churning, you want to keep your credit score greater than 700, increasing your odds of approval and increasing your credit score overall with each application. If you are just getting out of school, you're a young person, and you haven't established any type of credit history, you don't have a mortgage yet, maybe not even a car loan, if you don't have a couple big loans established, student loans, mortgage, auto, personal loan, then you're going to want to take it slow before you even start applying for a bunch of cards in a single month. I say a bunch, but I'm saying like about 3. I would actually recommend to sign up for a card or 2 though, to help further establish some credit with the banks. just to make sure that you have room on your credit score for some of the premier cards. Cards with no annual fee would be great for a couple of years, similar to the Chase Freedom card, and to get your points racked up before you even think about the Chase Sapphire Premier. You're not sure you can pay off the credit cards on time. If you haven't had any credit cards or unestablished credit, don't sign up for 3 or 4 of them right away out of the gate. It is incredibly easy to start charging money to credit cards. Believe me, those late night charges of pizza and wings will catch up to you. It comes off as free money. $10 here, $20 there. It adds up quickly, believe me. Next thing you know, you have $2,000 of maxed out your card, and it will take 15 years to pay that off with minimum payments. If you aren't 100% confident in yourself and your abilities to pay off cards in full and on time, this is not the hobby for you. Credit card companies have these offers for people like you. They don't give 2 flights away for free. They give them away so people like you can screw up and pay enough interest to pay for 20 flights. But Dan, who should do this? Am I this person? Do you have clear travel goals set? Do you know where you want to go? You want to travel for nearly free and see this one as the easiest methods of doing so? You value flight-related miles and perks well above hotel-related perks. The simple reason for this is that while a flight always costs around the same price and sometimes can be quite significant, especially for one of those business class seats, we're talking $5,000 or plus, the accommodation, the hotel, can often be obtained cheaply and easily through, for example, like an Airbnb. It is your goal to travel as much as often as possible. You want to get out there and see the world, take pictures, video. You have a wedding to go to, you want to do it for networking. This is the easiest way to do it. This is just my approach, and let me just say it may not work for everyone. This is just a quick 5-step. We're going to do an Apple-rama. Apply for 3 credit cards. The cards take about 10 days to receive in the mail. Once you have the credit cards, you can begin buying gift cards directly from the mall or maybe an online retailer. If you wait online, expect to wait about 5 days to receive them in the mail. Now you spent the money on the cards, you have them on gift cards. Let's take these gift cards and we're going to drive to the retail wholesale place, let's just call it Floor Mart, and convert those gift cards to cashier's checks. We're going to deposit those cashier's checks into a bank account, preferably your bank account, where you can just directly pay the credit card balance off with a one-time bill payment function. Now we go, what's an Apple-rama? The first and foremost important strategy is called the Apple-rama. There, when you apply for a number of credit cards amongst various banks as fast as possible, within a few hours. In general, you could do an Apple-rama once every 3 months. Is it your goal to travel international or national? This can determine what are the best beginner cards for you, which bank to talk to and apply for their credit cards, or you have a particular airline that you like, let's say for Southwest or Delta or American Airlines. We could get cards, the best cards for your goal. And you go, what is manufacturer spending? In simple terms, it's the process of turning credit card spend into cash, liquid cash. which you can then use to pay off the credit card. This is great. This is how we do it. The goal is twofold. Meet the minimum spending requirements to get the sign-up bonus. Bam, you just got 50,000 points when you open a credit card without actually buying a lot of stuff. You don't want to accumulate and actually spend this money. You want to manufacture spend, put the money to pay off the credit card, thus allowing you to open many cards at the same time and not struggle to complete the minimum spend on all of them. We're talking the 3 or 4 plus credit cards that you just got in the mail. You're going to generate a lot of freaking flyer miles without actually spending a lot of money. This is great. This is just a quick visualization on the cycle of how it works. You're going to get, you see the Chase Sapphire at the top. You're going to spend the minimum spend of, let's say, $3,000 on the gift cards. And then you spend the gift cards. You could transfer the gift card into perhaps the American Express Serve card or debit card like Bluebird or the Target. And once you have it on those cards, you can pay back the Sapphire Preferred card, because these debit cards are set up to have bill pay, and you just type in to the credit card or bill that you want to pay, and that's how that works. We're going to give a quick example. The minimum spend is the amount that you must charge for your new credit card in a defined time period in order to qualify for the sign-up bonus. For example, the Citibank American Airlines Platinum card currently requires you to spend $3,000 in 3 months in order to receive the 50,000 American Airlines miles. The minimum spend time period usually starts on the date your credit card is approved. Some folks incorrectly believe the dates start when they receive and activate the card. Some folks also confuses the 3 months with 3 statements, the billing statements, or even 3 calendar months. What the banks do is to add 95 to 97 days, 3 months, to your approval date. And that is the date you must meet the minimum spend by. To be sure of your specific deadline, contact your bank after receiving your new card. It's really easy. They have a phone number on the back of the card. You can just casually ask them, when is the date that I need to meet the minimum spend? All the transactions must be posted before counting towards the minimum spends. So try to finish all your spending with at least 5 to 7 days before the deadline in order for merchant systems to properly submit the transaction for processing. Manufacturer spending. Is manufacturer spending a requirement for churning? Absolutely not. You don't have to do it this way. Manufacturer spending takes a lot of time, especially in order to get started. A lot of research as well as trial and error. Yes, I've made a quick mistake here and there, but I've definitely done my research and learned all the ins and outs. The manufacturer spending methods out there are constantly changing, so you also need to keep yourself up to date, stay on top of it, because the ways of manufacturer spending is constantly evolving, changing, and you have to keep up with it, because something that might work for you now might not work for you next month. Just a quick note on that. Some fee-free options. So a quick list to manufacturer spend would be to buy useful stuff that you actually need, or you'll spend money on anyway. Groceries, gas, Christmas presents, etc. You could buy store gas gift cards that you will use in the next few months anyway. You could pay bills that accept credit cards, pay multiple months at a time. Your cell phone bill, your cable bill, your utilities, your heating, all that accepts, all those companies that accept credit cards, use them. You can pay your insurance bills, your Geico or Progressive auto insurance, home and renters, or your health insurance. If they accept credit card, let's get on that. Or your student loan payment. You could call up the Department of Education, find out what their requirements for payment is, and look into that. And probably one of the easiest options is some banks actually allow you to fund their checking or savings account with a credit card. Great system, real easy. So I'm here to talk to you about my personal award travel consulting. I create these videos to help you navigate the road to the trips of your dreams. I offer this information freely and hope you find it useful. However, if you would like a more personalized plan to get started, I'm offering consulting packages and services. Many of you have asked me for a more personal touch, and I'm listening. I hear you guys. I'm going to be there for you every step of the way. I'm going to provide personal guidance to help you take your dream vacation for a fraction of the cost. Some of the services: a miles and point earning consultation, $100. With this service, I will analyze your current point balances, credit cards, spending abilities, and your travel goals. You will receive personalized miles and points guide made by me, tailored to your specific needs. Once you review your guide, we will schedule a one-on-one Skype session. We can have lunch. We can meet up and discuss a strategy and answer any questions or concerns you may have. This service alone will save you hundreds, even thousands of dollars on your future travel. If your award travel booking consultation, so now I'm actually booking the flight for you. Booking award travel, maximizing your miles and points is my specialty. This is what I love to do. With this service, I'll help you with your routing rules, possible layovers or stopovers. You want to see an extra city or an island for a day or two. Alliance, airline partner bookings, transferring of points between different hotels or airlines, or different hotel brands or different airlines in the field, in the industry. I want you to get absolutely the best trip with your hard-earned miles. Tell me where you want to go and we can make it happen. And of course, we'll do a Skype session. Is also included in the service. Thank you for staying this long with me and going over the slideshow. I hope you guys came out of this with a better understanding of what churning is, what manufacturing spending is, and how you can do this yourself. But if you want just that little personal guidance, a little coaching, this is why I'm here. You can reach out to me in any one of my social medias. I'm talking Facebook, Twitter, and right down below of this video, you can check out the rest of my videos and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Peace.